I'm sorry, Father. I failed. Please forgive me.
Lock up tight now. Nice.
I'll be there before the sun rises. Before the Germans, before that American. The Eye of Force has been found.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Last Ronin is an upcoming single-player action RPG developed by Black Forest Games and published by THQ Nordic. The game adapts the acclaimed comic book miniseries of the same name, presenting a darker, more mature narrative within the TMNT universe. Set in a dystopian future where the Foot Clan has seized control of New York City, players assume the role of the sole surviving turtle, embarking on a mission of vengeance against the Foot Clan for the loss of his family. The gameplay draws inspiration from titles like God of War, 2018, featuring a blend of intense melee combat and narrative-driven exploration.
We were always so different. I miss my father. More than anything else, I wanted to make him proud. In the end, too little, too late. Story of my life. I'm sorry, Father. I failed. Please forgive me.
Marvel's Iron Man is an upcoming third-person, single-player action-adventure game developed by EA Motive. The game aims to deliver an original narrative that delves into the complexity and charisma of Tony Stark, offering players the experience of embodying Iron Man in a richly detailed world. Utilizing the power of Unreal Engine 5, the game promises immersive visuals and dynamic gameplay mechanics that capture the essence of flying in the iconic Iron Man suit. The development team at EA Motive is focusing on creating a story that explores Tony Stark's identity, challenges, and evolution, providing a fresh perspective on the beloved Marvel character. Marvel 1943. Rise of Hydra is an upcoming single-player action-adventure game developed by Skydance New Media and published by PlayOn. The storyline revolves around these heroes forming an uneasy alliance to thwart a sinister plot by the terrorist organization Hydra, aiming to exploit the chaos of war for their rise to power. The game is inspired by the 2010 Marvel Comics limited series, Captain America Black Panther Flags of Our Fathers, and is being developed using Unreal Engine 5, promising high-fidelity visuals and immersive gameplay. Players will navigate through key locations such as occupied Paris and Wakanda, experiencing the story from multiple perspectives, each with unique abilities and narratives.
I'll be there before the sun rises. Before the Germans, before that American. The Eye of Force has been found.
Please, just stick to the rooftops. Be careful, stand wasami.
When am I?
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may.
The Wolf Among Us 2 is an upcoming episodic graphic adventure game developed by Telltale Games in collaboration with Ad Hoc Studio. Serving as a sequel to the 2013 title, the game continues the story 6 months after the events of the original. Players will once again step into the role of Bigby Wolf, the sheriff of Fabletown, navigating a complex narrative filled with intrigue and moral dilemmas. In this installment, Bigby finds himself temporarily suspended from his duties and attending anger management classes following a violent altercation. During this period, he crosses paths with Fei Lung, a Mundy detective from New York City, who seeks his assistance on a peculiar case.
Violence?
In the moments when you find yourself losing control,
The standalone Black Panther game, which was under development by Cliffhanger Games, a studio established by Electronic Arts in 2023, has been officially cancelled. The project aimed to deliver a third-person, single-player, open-world action-adventure experience set in Wakanda, allowing players to assume the mantle of the Black Panther. Despite initial excitement and the involvement of developers with experience from titles like Shadow of Mordor, the game was in early development stages and had not reached a point where substantial gameplay details were available. In May 2025, EA announced the closure of Cliffhanger Games as part of a broader restructuring strategy to focus on areas with greater growth potential. Marvel's Blade is an upcoming third-person, single-player action-adventure game developed by Arcane Lion, the studio renowned for titles like Dishonored and Deathloop. Published by Bethesda Softworks, the game is based on the Marvel Comics character Blade, also known as Eric Brooks. Set in a quarantined Paris, the narrative follows Blade as he confronts a vampiric invasion while grappling with his dual heritage as both human and vampire. This title marks a departure from Arcane's traditional first-person perspective, embracing a third-person viewpoint to deliver a more cinematic and immersive experience. The game is expected to feature a mature, narrative-driven storyline that delves into Blade's complex identity and the challenges he faces in a world overrun by supernatural threats.
Relax, man. I don't bite. Lock up tight now.
Undefeated Genesis is an upcoming superhero action game developed by Indie US Games and published by Chorus Worldwide. Serving as a sequel to the 2019 title Undefeated, this game expands upon its predecessor's concept, offering a more immersive and narrative-driven experience. Players assume the role of an ordinary college student who, after being struck by a meteor, awakens on a mysterious alien planet endowed with extraordinary powers. The planet, once home to an advanced civilization, now lies in ruins, plagued by destructive mutants. Players must harness their newfound abilities to protect the remaining survivors and combat the monstrous threats that endanger the world. Marvel's Wolverine is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Insomniac Games, known for their work on the Marvel's Spider-Man series. This standalone title focuses on Logan, the iconic mutant with retractable claws and a regenerative healing factor. Set in the same universe as Insomniac's Spider-Man games, the narrative delves into Wolverine's complex character, exploring themes of identity, loss, and redemption. The game is designed to offer a mature, emotionally resonant story, with gameplay emphasizing visceral combat and exploration. Marvel Cosmic Invasion is an upcoming side-scrolling beat-em-up game developed by Tribute Games and published by Dotemu. Set against the backdrop of a galaxy under siege, the game features a roster of 15 playable Marvel superheroes, including Nova, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Phyla-Vell, Captain America, Storm, and Venom. Players will battle the formidable Annihilus and his Annihilation Wave across various iconic locations, from New York City to the depths of the Negative Zone. The game introduces the Cosmic Swap Tag Team system, allowing players to select 2 heroes per level and switch between them instantly during combat. Superhero Simulator is an open-world superhero game where players fight villains and save lives. However, being a hero isn't free. You'll need to work, pay rent, and survive. The game is currently headed towards early access on Steam, with a release date coming soon. The developers plan to remain in early access for approximately 6 months, during which they aim to enhance the story, introduce new missions, and improve AI interactions.
I'll pay double if you don't speak. What the hell was that? Are you even watching the road?
Can I get a cheeseburger, please?